What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlemania here, back with another video. A well done heel turn can add new life to a character or spark a hot feud. However, a poorly done feud can kill a character, anger fans, or make them indifferent. Here are 10 of the worst heel turns in wrestling. Number 1. The Road Warriors. Hawk and Animal began as two badass heels who were seemingly unstoppable. Their quick, dominant squashes of all opponents, fantastic physiques, and a unique look made it inevitable they would get over with the fans. When the Warriors turned face, nothing really changed about them except they went from destroying babyfaces to destroying heels. In 1988, Jim Crockett Promotions decided to turn them heel, having Hawk and Animal defeat the babyface Midnight Express for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. Hawk and Animal destroyed them, but in hindsight, this was no different than any of their other matches. The Road Warriors beat up Dusty and Sting, two of Crockett's top babyfaces, but the fans refused to boo the so-called heels. Eventually, Crockett realized there's no way that fans were going to boo the Legion of Doom, and they quickly turned back face. Number 2. Goldberg. Oh, those crazy kids Eric Bischoff and Vince Russo, always looking to surprise fans with something different. Here, top babyface Bill Goldberg speared Kevin Nash at 2000's Great American Bash during Nash's title shot against WCW champion Jeff Jarrett, who was leader of the New Blood faction. Goldberg promptly joined the New Blood, performing as a heel. As we covered in a recent video, there was talk of WCW giving a heel Goldberg another undefeated streak, leading to a dream match between him and the Ultimate Warrior. However, that didn't happen, as fans despised the heel turn. WCW had no choice but to turn Goldberg face again. Number 3. Stone Cold Steve Austin. WWF fans were shocked when Stone Cold Steve Austin and the seemingly eternal nemesis Vince McMahon shook hands at the end of WrestleMania X7, signifying Austin had sold his soul to the devil himself. Austin, who had worked as a babyface since WrestleMania 13, was now allied with Triple H as the two-man power trip. The two maintained a stranglehold on the WWF's championships, with Austin holding the WWF Championship, Triple H the Intercontinental Championship, and both men holding the Tag Team Championship. Triple H's quad injury took him out of the picture, and things got bizarre once the invasion angle started. Austin turned on the WWF, joining the Alliance, and then turned on the Alliance, rejoining the WWF. If that wasn't confusing enough, Stone Cold turned face the night after Survivor Series. The only thing good out of a terrible turn was Austin's "what" catchphrase, arguably short for "what the hell was the WWF thinking?" Number 4. Rikishi. Not only did Rikishi's heel turn come out of nowhere, but it made absolutely no sense. In 1999, Stone Cold Steve Austin was run down in a parking lot by a mystery driver. The mystery of who ran over Austin was finally solved in October 2000 when Mick Foley revealed Rikishi was Austin's assailant. Rikishi proclaimed he'd done it for The Rock, mentioning how Samoan wrestlers had historically got the short end of the stick in the WWF. If that wasn't bad enough, Rikishi was revealed as Triple H's accomplice, turning him into Banana Nose's second banana. Rikishi was enjoying strong momentum as a babyface, and the heel turn put the brakes on that, no pun intended. After a short run as a heel, the WWF turned Rikishi back to being face in a half-assed angle. Number 5. Tatanka. Real-life Native American Tatanka enjoyed a strong push early on in his WWF career, holding an undefeated record from his TV debut in 1992's episode of Superstars to 1993 losing to Ludwig Borger. Tatanka's mix of power and speed fit in well with the WWF moving away from muscle men like Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior. During the summer of 1994, Tatanka accused fellow babyface Lex Luger of selling out to the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. However, it was Tatanka who had sold out, and he attacked Luger during a match, joining the $1 Million Corporation. The turn wasn't well received by fans, but more importantly, Tatanka went from an upper-card wrestler to a mid-card act at best, doing the job for whomever was fighting DiBiase's corporation. Number 6. Curt Hennig. Four Horsemen fans know the illustrious group is regarded as arguably wrestling's premier faction. Nonetheless, there have been a couple of questionable moments. Do we need to mention Paul Roma as a Horseman? And when the New World Order invaded WCW, the Horsemen became glorified jobbers to the stars for the NWO. However, when founding member Arn Anderson retired due to a real-life injury, wrestler Curt Hennig was brought in to take Double A's spot. Horseman fans rejoiced at the thought of Hennig joining the group, signaling a return to greatness. Naturally, WCW had Hennig turn on the Horsemen during their first big match against the New World Order, leading to the NWO embarrassing the Horsemen yet again. What could have been a great feud between a strong Horseman group and the New World Order pretty much signaled the end of the Horsemen. There was no real payoff for Curt Hennig either, as he became the 824th member of the NWO, getting lost in the crowd. On a brighter note, he did get to sing "Rap is Crap" when he formed the West Texas Rednecks. Number 7. Kevin Nash. Fans often point to this as the night WCW officially lost the Monday Night War. After ending Goldberg's undefeated streak at Starrcade 98, NWO Wolfpack leader Kevin Nash defended the WCW Championship against NWO Hollywood leader Hulk Hogan. With the New World Order embroiled in a civil war, fans were excited to see the Battle of the Bosses. What they got was the finger poke of doom, which saw Nash lay down for Hogan, giving Hogan the belt and ruining what might have been a good feud between the heel NWO and babyface NWO. Number 8. The Big Show. In ancient times, observant members of humanity marked the passing of time and weather, leading to the creation of the calendar. Even not so observant wrestling fans can now predict the Big Show turning heel or face with amazing accuracy, as the WWE seems to turn him every 3 months or so. Give Paul White credit for being a loyal company man, doing whatever the WWE has asked him to do, including making an obscene number of face and heel turns we can't even keep track of. There's no denying it's hurt his career and legacy, turning what could have been a dominant main eventer into anything ranging from a mid-carder on up. Breaking news, Big Show turned heel during the making of this video. Number 9. Brutus Beefcake. We've talked about this briefly, but it bears repeating. In 1994, Hulk Hogan found himself stalked by a mystery man in black during his feud with Nature Boy Ric Flair. The man in black attacked Hogan with a pipe, nearly costing the Hulkster the WCW Championship. The mystery man struck again at Halloween Havoc after Hogan defeated Flair in a steel cage. This time the Hulkster unmasked his stalker, revealing him to be longtime friend Brutus Beefcake. The problem was, nobody really cared. WCW fans were interested in seeing Hogan battle Flair, but not seeing Hogan battle a lesser known WWF star. Despite this, Hogan and the now Butcher battled at WCW's flagship show, Starrcade, drawing half the audience as Halloween Havoc. Hogan feuded off and on with the Butcher, and in another moment of WCW bad booking, it was revealed that the Butcher was Hogan's mole inside the Dungeon of Doom. And number 10. Sergeant Slaughter. Bob Ramus has had considerable success in the 1980s with his character of a Marine drill sergeant turned wrestler, working well as a brutal heel, but even better as a patriotic babyface. The WWF wisely took advantage of American patriotism in the mid-80s, turning the Sarge face to battle the much-hated Iranian villain, the Iron Sheik. Slaughter left the WWF with most stories having it that Vince McMahon refused to allow Slaughter to appear in the G.I. Joe toy line. In 1990, Slaughter returned as a villain who was angered by the fans embracing Nikolai Volkov, a former heel. Slaughter could have been effective as a heel, but the WWF made the incredible insensitive and stupid decision to have Slaughter transfer his loyalties to Iraq's Saddam Hussein. Iraq was dangerously close to war with the US at the time. The WWF exploited the tensions and subsequent war by having Slaughter defeat the Ultimate Warrior for the WWF Championship. The fans refused to go along, and the WWF was forced to move WrestleMania 7 from the huge Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum to the much smaller Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena. Months later, Sergeant Slaughter begged for the fans' forgiveness, turning him babyface again. Well guys, there you have it, the 10 worst heels of all time. Be on the lookout for our follow-up video where we discuss the 10 greatest heel turns of all time. Subscribe for more daily videos, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.